It's the start of the school holidays and it's about time I pulled my finger out and did a YouTube video. So we're going to do a little update on the Pico Reef, also let you know how the Max Nano tank is getting on. I'm going to try and clean my pumps today and do a water change. It's all exciting stuff. So thanks for coming back and watching the channel. You've guessed it, let's roll those tiles. So let's get straight into today's video. Those that follow the channel will know that I used to have, I say used to, a Pico tank just here, and it's no longer here. It was so fun to build. If you haven't checked out the previous videos, have a little look. Absolutely love building it. It was a nice little project. It looked stunning, but I just couldn't control the temperature, and that's what's happened. I'm going to admit defeat, a bit of a loser on that one. I think I've beat, so we have a live stream challenge, if you know about this. So we have a live stream challenge. Paul never even got his run in, so I've beaten Paul, but I concede to third place on the on that one because Ross and Steve, Mogsys Aquarium, have still got theirs running. But I'm a bit gutted, don't like losing to the boys, but I just couldn't keep the temperature stable. It's been 2 months since you've seen an update on this tank, so let me just take you through some of the major developments. So we've had an explosion of coralline algae on that back wall, and it looks a bit like the side of a harbour in Scarborough now, but it's supposed to be a good sign having this coralline. It shows that skeletons can grow, not skeletons, skeleton growth on your corals, so it's a positive sign in that sense. At the back we've got a lovely piece of GSP, cost me 10 quid from Signature Frags. Absolutely love it in terms of its, look at it, really good movement. Probably the best coral, under 20 quid I'd say. Grows pretty much anywhere, likes the flow. The only issue I've had with it, well, not an issue, I should have planted it much earlier. So if I could wind back the clock, I'd have put this in the tank and fixed it to the back wall after about 5 months, and then it'd have grown all nicely across that back wall. But the plan is that that GSP is going to spread like a green carpet across that back wall, and it should look pretty good. Torches, little update on the torches. They're doing super well in this tank. Heads are splitting probably every 2 months into new heads. The colours are looking super. This is the Dragon Soul here. This is my favourite one, purple and gold. It even looks colourful under the natural lights. Dosing amino acids and a little bit of iodine, which you'll see later in the video, but they just seem to be loving life. The Zoa Garden is the Zoa Garden's doing me head in, right? Because it's not even, and that really bugs me. I think my OCD's kicking in. So I've got way more Rastazoas, the yellow ones with the kind of bullseye. I got way more of those than any of the others. My favourite Zoas, which were here, were called Seductions, and I had 4 heads on there, but they've died. Typical. The best ones die. So yeah, it looks alright. Some of them are getting stung by the Dragon Soul up there, look, so they're a bit closed up. But if I was to do it again, I would try and plan it better. So I'd plant them all at the same time. I'd try and work out which ones are fast and slow growers, just to try and get it more even. But that's the Zoa Garden. My new fish, I've got a new fish. I don't know if you can see it here. It's just at the back there, right at the back. It's a Purple Firefish. Very shy at the moment. It's only been in the tank for a week. Beautiful fish, very placid temperament, gets on well with all the other inhabitants, lives under the rock towards the back as well, but the coloration for a nano fish is incredible. I was lacking with that, so my clowns are pretty much black and white. I've got a blenny which is beautiful there, just sat on the rocks, but generally it's a darker colour with a little flash of orange. It feels like I'm slating my fish here. They can't hear anything, hopefully. I've got a goby underneath the back rock, but they're not colourful. Whereas this filefish, there, I don't know if it's coming out on the camera. It is super bright, purple tail into white body, bright blue head. It's a stunning fish, but it's only been in there a week. Feeding really well. but it's an absolute beauty. Here's another area I've been working on. This is the vertical gonny garden. Got the pinky balls, the red gonny and the blue and orange gonny, all from Signature Frags. Getting some nice flow, random flow there, and low to medium lighting. Absolutely love that. The trachea used to be at the back, the Trachophilia. I've now shifted that to the front. It's just too nice to be at the back and hidden. Beautiful rainbow Trachophilia there, so I've put it right back to the front. Last but not least, the SPS. Not known for my SPS on this channel, but there we go. We've got our Anacropora here at the top. We've got the red Anacropora and the yellow, which is being stung at the moment by the Holy Grail. I don't know if you can see the white base on the yellow Anacropora. It's getting stung by the Holy Grail. I've got a purple Ciliapora. Can you see it there, just behind the red Anacropora? Beautiful SPS, quite hardy. Only cost me £30, again from my local LFS, Signature Frags, and I love it because it's like got the flow of a millipora, but it's a bit hardier, and also it's a lot cheaper. But that's the SPS. The Duncan's just shifted up as well, a little bit higher up, because I like the movement of the Duncan. So there you have it. That's a little update of the fish and the corals. So I think it's time to do a bit of maintenance. A lot of people on my videos keep saying, Jay, get your wave makers cleaned. So the first bit, the first bit of this is to mix up my salt water before I do my maintenance. So I use Tropic Marin Pro Reef. I've used it since day one. I like it, works, it does what it says on the box. Really good for coral growth, and it sits your alkalinity about 8 to 8.5. I like the parameters that it does, so that's what I use, Tropic Marin. Here's me RO water. I've just added the salt. It's about 12 to 15 litres in here. That's what I like to do every week. Weekly water change of about 12 litres. The tank is 75 litres, so little and often water change. Some food grade citric acid from Amazon. I think it was about £10. I've weighed out 30 grams of the citric acid just in my little weighing scales, and I've also got a litre, just over a litre of RO water. Who came up with this idea? So at the moment I've got all my little amphipods up. Oh, for God's sake, got about 10 amphipods down there, and they're just getting, oh, for God's sake. I knew I should have just left these little wave makers just to be all algae up. You can see there though, look at that. Look at all the algae that's just kind of accumulated in there. That's just stopping the performance of the wave makers. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Leave them in here for an hour and we'll come back. Full service on the wave makers going on here, and the skimmer pumps. I've taken out the Max Nano skimmer pump here. This has never been off and never been cleaned in the 2 years, so hopefully it works. I took the impeller out, there we go, and a few of the covers off the pump just to give them a clean. There's the two wave makers in the citric acid, so hopefully it works its magic. Everything starts to flow and run a little bit smoother. It's a bit like servicing your car, isn't it, I suppose? Servicing your reef tank, just to get that flow round, and that's so important when you've got a reef. So I've just bobbed the lid on the box. I've now got them all running inside. It's super noisy, but it's always better if you can have them running whilst they are in the citric acid. So there we go, all three of them just doing their jobs and hopefully getting a right good clean. So it's been an hour. Let's take a look. Pumps have been running in the, oh my god, oh my goodness. That is rather embarrassing there. Oh god, right, let's pick one out, let's have a look. Oh my god, wow. It's like a brand new Tunzi. That is super impressive. I know it's only citric acid, should have done it probably months and months ago, but look how clean that is. The corallines obviously just floating in the water, all the algae and stuff dropped off. That is pretty impressive. So I'll get these rinsed off. I need to do the return pump as well, and then we should have some really efficient flow around the little Nano reef. Look at, I can't get over how good they look. I'm well impressed with that. So I did use the toothbrush just to brush them down a little bit at the end, but they're like absolute brand new. So if you haven't serviced your pumps, most of you watching these videos have probably done this loads of times, but it's probably not very exciting, but I haven't. So yeah, well impressed, they're looking nice. I've rinsed them off, so they've been rinsed off in clean salt water that I've been mixing up. So they've been running there for about 10 minutes, so they're just drip drying. Look at him. This is exciting. This is why I love this hobby so much. Nano reefing is absolutely, well, reefing in general is just ace. But Nano, you know, I've never seen him around here, look, with all the other fish. I've never ever seen him like that. Normally just hiding at the back and sheltering, but this is why this hobby is just so special. So you just get little moments and you just think, wow, that's incredible. And there he is. With the blenny as well. The blenny's showing a lot of interest in the firefish. I don't know if I don't think the colours are coming out really well on this GoPro footage, but super happy. Glad this has happened for the video, but it's only because I've switched all the pumps off that is actually coming out here, doing a little fin flick just to show his presence. Beautiful fish. I am a coral man, but the fish just add to it as well, don't they? Right, let's get back on with cleaning, but that is really special. This bit really isn't that exciting. Here's the siphon, just taking out about 10 to 12 litres of water from the tank. Everything's switched off, heaters off, lights off, all that bits and bobs are off. So there we have it. Just taking out the water. What I'll also do at this point, I usually get my hand in the dirty water, wash anything off that's on there, and then, because we're honest on this channel and we've got algae, so you can see little tufts of algae, what I'll do, put my hand in the tank once I've cleaned it off, as you can see, and I just pick them up and then I just manually remove the algae. Let's just put it in there. So I've got bits down here, you can see this, warts and all here on Jay's Real Reef, warts and all, and I just manually remove it and pick it off. There's not that much, but it does make your tank look a bit better when you haven't got all the algae in there. So just rinsing the pumps off. So I've got the wave makers there and the return pump, the skimmer pump, just in this salt water here. Just rinsing them off now before they go back into the tank. It's really important when you've dipped them in citric acid, for obvious reasons, that you give them a little rinse. So that's what's happening. Getting a rinse off, getting ready to go back into the tank. The main reason for cleaning these wave makers was my return pump. So every now and again it just used to stop and I used to have to like knock it just to get it unlodged and get it going again. So hopefully now it's nicely fully serviced. One of the things I also do, I can't do this one-handed whilst I'm filming, I also wrap, sorry about the filming there, I also wrap a bit of filter floss around the return pump once it's in the Max Nano. It sits here in that third chamber. That just polishes the water, but also it makes the pump quieter in that return section as well. So all the clean water's back in, and the fresh salt water that I've mixed up is all back in. So now we're going to replenish the bacteria, because I've turned the sand bed a little bit and obviously taken some of the water out. So a little shake of the bacteria, and then nice capful after every water change. Always done it, just seems to work. There we go. Put it near the return pump, that goes back in just to replenish the bacteria. So that's one of the things I always do once I put the water in. Just seems, I don't know, it obviously replenishes the bacteria, but also seems to condition the water as well. After a water change, it's obviously very clean, so that helps with that. Next up is Red Sea iodine. So I've got a lot of LPS corals and they love iodine, or iodine, however you want to pronounce it. So I always put 1 ml of iodine into the third chamber there, just tip that in. I think that helps with the coloration and obviously the health of the corals. Next, a little bit of live phyto. I haven't got much of this left, but I always, again, just to condition the water because it's a brand new water change, I'll just drip in probably about 2 or 3 ml of phyto. That'll help feed the corals. Do that after every water change as well. Check this stuff out. Fijian reef mud. So I've already put phytoplankton back in, I've put some amino acids in, and tonight I'll put the tiniest amount of this stuff, which is, you can see there, it's Fijian mangrove mud. I'll mix it with a bit of RO water, put it next to the wave maker, and that will then spread across the reef tonight. And if you use this stuff as well, you've got to maintain your pumps, so hence why I've had to clean my pumps as well, because they can cause your pumps to slow down, but the nutrients in here, the corals just go absolutely mad for it. It's really good stuff if you can get your hands on it. It's time to wrap this video up and have a little bit of alone time with this little Nano reef. I hope you've enjoyed it too, spending the afternoon with us doing some essential maintenance. And if you're still watching, I do really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up if you've liked the video, and if you've got any comments, advice, tips, guidance, questions, stick them in the comments section of this video. And if there's anything particular that you'd like me to focus on in my next videos, then please put that in the comments too. It's been so long since I've chatted to you, so yeah, drop a comment and I'd love to speak to you about anything to do with reefing. We love nano reefing here at Jay's Real Reef UK. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. The next video is dropping in the next 7 days. You do not want to miss it. And if you're enjoying this reefing content, please join us on the Friday night live stream where Jay's Real Reef goes with Bearded Reef, Steve from Mogsys Aquarium and Fishpalace for some light-hearted reefing chat. That's 8 PM GMT time. Check out the Instagram and the link in the description and come and join us on that little channel as well. We're going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed it. But yeah, the tea's ready, the cake is at the side, and I'm going to sit back and relax and enjoy the reef. Hope you're enjoying your reefs, and for now, you take care.